Let's talk about free will for a second and what it actually is. Because there are some Calvinists who would say they believe in free will. And they would say, you're free within your nature. So, if you have a sinful nature, they'll have this little catchphrase, you're free to pick your poison. If you have a sinful nature, you're free to sin all you want. You're not free not to sin. That's what their definition of free will is. But obviously, our definition of free will is simply this. It's the power given by God to choose between two opposite things. Good and bad, righteous or unrighteous. And the Bible makes it clear in James 1:17, this must be a gift from God, because it says every good gift is from God. Every good gift and perfect gift is from above, and comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning. James 1:17. So this is a gift from God. We don't have it within ourselves or by ourselves. God gives it to us because He wants genuine love. He wants genuine love from you, from me.
How does the fallen stand before a thrice holy God? What kind of people are we? There is none righteous. There is none that understandeth. There is none that seeketh after God. How does one get from this to being a child of God? How does any of you in here who knows the wretchedness of your life, your debauchery, to know what crooks and criminals you've been? How do you get from the dirty little boy you were to sitting there with the Bible in your lap, enjoying the Word of God? How do you get from a #1 skunk bucket to up here now enjoying the gospel? How did you get from that? You know you got mess. Filthy mess. Mess you don't even brought up now. Sit there this morning and look at yourselves. Look at the state you were in and ask yourselves repeatedly, how did I get from that? And then here comes religion. And they worked out this nice little formula. I decided to make Jesus my choice. I gave my heart to Jesus. I made up my mind. I decided to give Him a try. I changed my heart. I turn around. Isn't that lovely? Do flowers decide to bloom? Does water decide to be wet? Does fire decide to burn? Does night decide to let day come in? Do babies decide to grow up? Then how did sinners decide to become saints? The function and the order of life is because of God's choice. If we can agree then, it is God's choice in everything else. How do we come to the matter of salvation and make that our choice? You just woke up one morning and decided, well, I think I'll get saved. And I'm going to go up and give God a gift. Unwrap me. Here I am, Lord. And then God's going to say, thank you. Whew, you've been worrying me to death. I've been trying to save you for the last 20 years. And every time I reached out and grabbed you, you slipped out of my hand. I've been running behind you up and down the road screaming, trying to find. I've been in every club you've been in. But every time I thought I had you, you jumped out of my hand. You don't know how hard I've been working trying to get you out of that. But I'm glad you finally came over here. Let me have you. Now heaven is better off. Maybe you all can help me catch some more of them. God was in every club and every juke joint in the country last night trying to find them a soul. He was pleading with them, come to me, come to me. And they said, get out of my face. We're not ready yet. When we make up our minds, we'll come. That's the philosophy of modern religion. And that's about the biggest lie has ever been told in history. It might have been a God after you last night, but he wasn't the God of the Bible. Have I got Have I got some warriors? He wasn't the God of the Bible. For if Jehovah goes after you, he's coming back with you. The church would not have continued, and the gospel would have never gone forth without God choosing people in his plan and for his purpose. And what God elects to be done will be done. In man, with man, by man, but for God. The word not that God had chosen some, heaven would have none. Were it not God had chosen some, heaven would have none.